Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Buncha Grifters podcast, episode 29, with your hosts, Brett
and other host, Jeremy.
This is going to be a jam-packed episode full of good laughs and some serious conversations.
Yeah, educating conversations, some would say.
Exactly, exactly. And, we also got to introduce the big one and only sponsorship of this podcast. Guys, we are sponsored by Earn It Athletics. If you want to better your life and be successful, this is the brand for you. They're legit as hell. Jeremy,
tell us more, Brett.
They're legit as hell. Let me tell you.
Tell us more. Okay? I'm stalling.
So, the whole point of Earn It Athletic is if you want to be successful, you have to earn it. And in those moments of earning it, it's going to be shitty. It's going to suck. So the best way to do that is to embrace that suck. And that's what that brand's all about. So go give that shit a follow. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Lots of money flowing in from them for this podcast. It's great. We're rocking and rolling.
Absolutely.
Here we are, episode 29. On June 20th, this is it.
Cheers. Thanks, Earn It. Thanks for sponsoring the podcast. We really appreciate that. Welcome to episode 29, education episode of the podcast. I am pumped for this one. I'm pumped for this one because there's just some really random things I've wanted to kind of spew, and it'll be fun. Brett wrote his down, so I don't remember what they were though. Now that I think about
transcript, you can open it up if you.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to. I want these to be taught. I want these to be taught to me. Okay. You know, that sort of a thing. I want to learn. I want you to be like teaching me something, right? So,
sure.
To an extent. I don't need to be a professional on it. I just want to know about it and know that it exists. But anyways, goals for last week. My goal was to go to the gym. I went to the gym and I got the membership for the gym. I don't have the card yet, but I went in and I walked around. Yeah, I'm a black card at any, what is it? Fit for Less, not anytime. Whew, close one. 24 hours. Open really? 24 hours. Yeah. So that's new to me. I can go whenever the fuck I want. So it seems like anytime after 9 o'clock, there's pretty much no one in there. That's what the Google says, at least.
Yeah.
So
just weirdos.
Just the fuck. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, but you know what? Is it the weirdos or is it the people who are like, yeah, I'm up later, so I'm going to go to the gym? Like, I don't know. I remember when I worked at Domino's when I was a 16-year-old, 17-year-old, and there was this 36-year-old dude. And at the end of his shift at 1 o'clock in the morning, he would go to he'd go to, Good Life, and he'd go work out. Right after a shift, right? Right.
There's those people, but there also are the weirdos in there that are maybe Spider-Man on the machines. And
that guy was a fucking weirdo. That guy was an absolute monster. Yeah, that guy, he was a weirdo. All right. This week, my goal, you guys have probably seen on the social medias, they're kind of taking a little bit of renaissance. It's beautiful, really, what's going on.
It really is.
We've been getting a lot of fan interaction, a lot of reviews, a lot of comments, a lot of shares, a lot of saves. Keep it up, guys. TikTok is now live, and we're going to get 1,000 views on TikTok. Small goal, tiny goal. It's actually not a goal. It's not even a goal, but it will happen.
As a collective, right?
As a collective on the channel. I think we're already at like 400. So realistically, we'll get there. But I haven't checked the TikTok for a little bit.
A performance-based goal. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it kind of comes down to here. I'll do a little on-the-fly check here. Why not?
I think I saw the last one was at like 7 views or something.
Yeah, 9 views. Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's awesome. 9 views and 9 likes. So everybody loves it. Everybody absolutely they fucking love it. Anyways, I was playing it there for a second.
Lots of good shit to come. Pumped we got it going.
Lots of more videos to come too. So I've got another one that I posted or that I will post tomorrow morning. Awesome. Yeah. Anyways, it's a step. It's a step, right? It takes you 30 episodes, but you get there. So yeah, very exciting. What were your goals for last week?
Oh yeah, so my goal last week was to clean the dirty pisser.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And how did that go? Nice and clean?
It's good, man.
She's whistling?
Nothing better than shitting on a nice clean toilet, let me tell you that much.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, clean the whole washroom. It was good.
That's great.
Good. Took care of it. You got to keep taking care of it, you know? You got to maintain it. If you don't maintain it, it fucking goes bad.
What are we drinking today?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm drinking my my famous favorite peach cream ales from Tin Whistle.
These guys need to sponsor this kid because at this point, it's just ridiculous. He's pretty much...
the last 2 episodes.
You're fueling yourself. You're fueling yourself with these drinks, which is great.
Oh yeah. Good. What are you drinking?
I am drinking a nice a Dirty Lucky. It's a Dirty Lucky, delicious. This is the drink you drink when you're on the island.
Yeah, that's all over the place.
Hey, give me a cheers here. Give me a dinker.
Cheers, Dink.
Love that. Love that.
I'll get into my next week goal. This is another cleaning one. I feel like this is a pretty I need to have this one done.
Okay.
I want to clean my truck before I leave Victoria.
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
It's got my floor mats are full of mud from the lumber mill yet. Fucking shit all over the place. I just got my back window fixed.
Yeah.
There was a recall on my truck, so I went through the car wash. It rained a lot. Water.
Really?
I just got that fixed, so I just want to clean my truck up, make sure it's all good.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah.
Out there Wednesday after work. You guys, heading right to the fucking island. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. And this one, we're vlogging all of it. So get ready to see a feature length film on Instagram. I want to make a nicer quality. It was a missed opportunity, the Vancouver situation. There could have been more done. I don't know why you guys love it so much, but you guys love the shit where we're just fucking with people. I go up to us. We stopped at a red light. There's 3 guys at a corner. I'm like, hey, what do you order at Red Robin's? And they just stared at me, just it's fucking full Dougal. They stared at me like they had no idea. And I'm like, no, seriously, what do you get from Red Robin's? And the one dude's like, chicken parm, it's the best. The other dude just pretended I didn't exist, but I'm like, I love it. Somebody acknowledged me. That's fine.
Chicken parm.
Yeah, it's great.
One thing I do want us to talk about quick, Jared, before we get into the actual meat and potatoes is let's touch up on Courageous June. So what have you been doing for that? Maybe explain it just one more time for new listeners and all that.
Well, okay. So this is, it kind of goes against what I've said 2 months ago, I think, because didn't we have a conversation about prescription drugs a little bit? I talked about prescription drugs a tad.
That you're addicted to them?
That I haven't. If anybody does have a hookup for Ativan, please send them my way. I'm looking. I am. Yeah.
T4s. I just want to crush.
Yeah. Absolutely. I've never had a T4 in my life. I've broken 4 different bones. I've never been given T4s.
Well, I think I've only had T3s.
Or 4, whatever. That's a fucking tax form. Yeah, that's a. The fuck are you on about? I definitely am a little. This is a Courageous June update so that we're not getting too far off track here. I'm not on any of my prescription drugs, and I've noticed a massive decline in my mental health. I talked to Brett about this a little bit, and I talked about to closer friends and stuff. And I share this with you because I am now microdosing on mushrooms, and I've noticed colors are brighter. I'm smiling a little bit more. I'm just, I don't know. I'm going to continue doing this because it's working for me. I think the prescription drugs were working, but it just wasn't working for me. And that sounds nuts, but I don't like the idea of having this specific drug pumped into my brain so that my brain doesn't have to then produce it, because then your brain just stops producing it. And if my brain is producing or lacking the amount that it's producing, I want to boost it by making my brain do more, not do less. That doesn't make sense to me, right? I don't know. I'm probably wrong. I'm talking completely out of just my experience. So, it's a little courageous. It's a little courageous. I have something. I have something planned for the last week too, which will be quite courageous.
Keep going.
And we'll see. We'll see where we go. But yeah, how about yourself? Have you got anything do you have anything that stands out? If not, make something up.
That kind of stands out to me. Maybe it's a little similar to yours. Is I've been trying not to drink coffee as much.
Right.
At work and all that.
Oh yeah.
You're just exhausted. You're pounding down coffee just to make it through the day.
Yeah.
I've been trying to stop doing that, and I've actually ran out of pre-workout like the last 3 weeks. So every time I've gone to the gym, I haven't had any caffeine. So
Interesting.
Bring that down a bit. I don't want to have it anymore.
The pre-workout, I think, is more of the culprit than the coffee, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's such a high amount. It's such a high amount.
You get addicted to it too. It tastes good.
And it's just like it's quick, right? It gets you quick, right? Because it goes right into you. It's not like a cup of coffee that you take 30 minutes to drink.
Yeah.
20 minutes to drink. I don't know, right? Maybe pre-workout you don't always slam, but
dude,
you do.
I was helping this one girl at work, and she was drinking out of a shaker bottle. I was like, "Oh, what kind of pre-workout is it?" She's called, it's like unicorn dust or something it's called. I was like, "Oh, right on." And I was like, "Do you normally just take it out of the cup or the bottle?" She's like, "No, usually a dry scooper." I'm like, "You're 40."
She's 40 years old?
She dry scoops at the age of 40.
I don't think I could do it. Dude, dry scoop.
Dust, you guys, try it out.
Sounds good. Sounds delicious. Honestly, it sounds fantastic.
I've never even heard of it before.
Yeah.
I was blown away. She could be just making that up.
She could have been. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think there's something to the caffeine. When I was living in Kelowna, I was drinking because obviously Sophia was working at the coffee store there. I was drinking so much coffee. Like I was consuming so much more caffeine, and like I had an espresso machine at home. We were making coffee at home too. So it's like I'd get maybe 1 or 2 coffees from the shop because she'd just bring me coffee, or I'd just get coffee after work even, right? Like I'd have a coffee in the morning, then I'd go get coffee after work. Like it was just kind of a routine to go and have a coffee. And yeah, I've noticed that like I feel so much more energetic now because I'm not relying on fucking caffeine. Like I wake up in the morning and I'm not fiending for. That's why I brought up mud water. That's why I was bringing up like athletic greens. Right, this is all Joe Rogan shit. But like, I'd rather have the routine of drinking something in the morning that's beneficial to me daily. Right, it's like taking a vitamin, if anything. Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better on like recording my vitamin intake too. Like I'm going to try and take a certain amount of vitamin D, a certain amount of vitamin C and zinc throughout the week. Because if you can keep your vitamin levels up, your body works better. It's just kind of like, you just don't want to overdo it. You don't want to take too much of it. But
no, exactly. Yeah, you don't want to take too much.
If you take too little, you can never take too much. Like that's duh. Yeah. But that's just kind of how it goes when it comes to vitamins. You don't need to take 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C every day. It's just not necessary. But if you have a cold and you've found that you have a fever, take 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C and take 3,000 grams of vitamin D. Pump it up. It's good to do every now and then, but it's just like you don't want to do that every day where you're taking a shit ton of vitamins. It's not good for you.
It's not good for you. But I do highly recommend take about 5,000 whatever grams of vitamin B after a good night's drink.
Oh yeah,
you want to be good in the morning.
You're saying 5,000, hey? Is that how much you take? You take 2 of the extra strength pills. You've got to be fucking kidding me, man. That is insane. That's probably more dangerous than like 1 bump of Coke.
Dude, I swear to God, I see blood in my piss.
The liquor goes through him. Yeah, that's great. You should go
I take so much of it, so it's already there.
You should go to a doctor and get checked out. Not for your penis, but for your fucking brain. You're insane. You're absolutely insane. B12 is
just hidden gem.
I don't know where this has been, but like, does your parents know about B12? For hangovers? Like,
They knew of hangover pills. Like, you can buy those.
Which were probably just a fucking B12 pill, hey? Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck! They fucking got us, man. It's all in the marketing.
We should have like Buncha Grifters hangover pills.
Yeah, don't use B12. It doesn't work.
Yeah, it's a weird joke from you guys.
We're like Alex Jones selling turmeric in fucking Lion's Mane. Oh, speaking of Lion's Mane, hi Francis. Francis, come here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where's the kitty litter at? Is the kitty litter beside the toilet?
It's like tucked under the bathtub. It's good.
Okay. Distinctly shit in there?
Yep.
No. Is there a window in there?
Not because of her, because of Daniel.
Damn, stinky ass.
Beep. I'll just take that and go.
All right, let's move into what we got to talk about.
Yeah, that was a good little intro. We're ready. This is going to be the podcast for the week of June 20th. Did you say that? Oh, look at that! I was watching one of our old ones. Yeah, I'm not paying attention. What are we talking about? Do you want to give me number one? You give me your number one. And like,
am I teaching you this, or like I just have points for us to really talk about? I can bring up the one though, I guess.
No. Yeah, if we're educating each other, that's fine. I can look stuff up too if you want me to.
Right, perfect. Well, yeah. I want to talk about this then. So I was listening to one of Joe Rogan's podcasts, one of the more recent one. He had Colleen Noir on. He's this gun enthusiast.
Okay.
I believe he's like he does something political. I can't remember exactly, but he's all about gun rights and stuff, and he's a black like man himself too. So it's like, sure, he's like fighting the narrative at the same time. So I think he's a perfect person. I
think I've seen some of this podcast. It's recent, right?
Oh yeah, it was like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Anywho, they're talking about how poor education leads to gun violence. And that, I think, like they talked about the whole time, that it's brilliant. Like, yeah. It's crazy. They're talking about like the school shootings going on and all that leading to poor education. And then it dives in deeper to mental health stuff, bullying. Like there's so much shit.
Sure.
It's fucking crazy, man.
I do remember in that conversation, they do go over the numbers as well. And the numbers are just outstanding. Like the numbers don't lie. They don't. Like the facts are there. And the fact that, what is it? It was like 3% of gun violence in, let alone the 3%. Let me see the bigger number first. 68% or 67% of gun deaths in America are from suicides.
Yeah, I remember hearing something.
That should be
around there
on the headline. That number should be a much bigger issue for the government. Like, I don't hear them saying this is for fucking suicide prevention.
Stupid, man. What the news covers is stupid. They're also talking about how when a school shooting happens, they never look at the families that are hurt from this. It's pinned right on the shooter.
Yeah.
He's getting all the publicity and he goes into jail looking like a macho man because he has all the fucking publicity behind him. It's fucking stupid. It's fucked.
Yeah, and they have to be put in solitary confinement, which is one of the most torturous things you can do to humans, because if they don't, they're praised. They're literally praised in the jails. It's disgusting to see just how it is reported. That's the issue. And it's just crazy. I mean, like Joe Rogan, obviously we're listening to it, and it's like, we're talking as if we're on the outside. Like, do you get what I mean? Like this conversation we're having right now, we're acting as if, well, you know, we know this stuff, but that doesn't mean that the general masses know it, right? And it's just like, but what do they know then? What do they think is going on? To the people who are like, we need to get the guns out of people's arms. We're in Canada. Like, let's explain that too. Obviously, we're in Canada, but yeah, it is a Second Amendment right. It is it's a constitutional right. You guys fucking put it in there because you wanted to be able to take arm to the government, right? They can't justify taking guns away from people when the whole point, this is the point I was making, the whole point of the Second Amendment right is so that they can fight back if they need to. So I don't understand how now you're saying no. It's kind of just like, now, do I agree with what they're doing in Texas? Fuck no. I don't think open carry makes any sense whatsoever.
Yeah,
now, should you get to open carry if you're trained higher and or if the same amount as police officers are trained? Yes, absolutely you should. If you have the training of how to use a gun and the discretion of how to use the gun like a cop, even though you don't practice law, you should be allowed to carry a handgun. That makes sense. That makes sense because then more good guys per capita will have guns than bad guys. Like, that's just how it works, because the bad guys won't go through that process of doing that, right? They're just going to get it illegally, right? And this is the other point you can make, is if you start taking the guns away from the good guys, then the only people who are getting guns are the bad guys, because they're going to still get them. There's 487 million guns in the fucking country. There's some stupid number like that. That's not the right number, but there's way too many guns for them to get rid of them. They won't get rid of them. Like, no,
there's too many people that love their guns too, so it's just not going to happen.
But yeah, it's interesting you bring it up, because the number I was going to bring up is that 3% of deaths from cops, that is cops shooting people and people shooting cops and killing them, is 3% of gun deaths, which is like less than 3,000 death. Like, gang violence is like 16%.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, that's not the right number. I don't know if that's the right number. Not 16. Gang violence.
You're close, you guys.
Yeah, the gang violence is higher. So it's like, there's an issue if gangs are the problem, and you're saying that cops are bad. Like, are cops bad? Cops shoot people who are shooting at them and or are not allowed to be arrested lawfully. If you're being arrested by a cop, just let him put the cuffs on you. Because odds are, if you do any movement to try and get away, you're resisting arresting. And then the other charge means nothing, and then you can be charged for resisting arrest. If you just let them, if you look at them and say, oh yeah, here, right? And you put your hands out, they'll let you do it in the front, and they'll put you in the back of your car. They'll be super nice to you. Because I've seen it happen. Like, I've seen it happen where this is what happens, where they arrest the person, say, oh, yeah, you're all good. Sorry for the inconvenience. This is what the situation is. They tell them what the situation is. Thanks for complying, right? Nothing is broken. And the person, you feel a little bit cheated because it's some man who's just making you do these things and you have to do it. But that's the whole point, is that if you do it, you don't die. A lot of people fight it because they're just like, no, and then they pull a gun out and then they get shot. And it's like, okay, that doesn't count as police violence. If they would have just complied. Anyways, we're getting into police stuff, which is not necessary. But it was a part of that podcast. So it's related. Yeah. Gun violence is just something else, because it's like, it's bad, but which part of it is bad?
Well, exactly. So that whole point was just, I feel like gun violence can come from poor education, which is the case, just quite the case actually in the States. Even like, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
There's so many poor communities and stuff. It's not good, man.
All right, well, let's take it to a little darker theme here. High-rise syndrome. Have you heard of this?
No, what's that? So
high-rise syndrome is and I'm going to pull it up. I've got some tabs. Oh, not that one. Oh, okay, now everybody can see my network. Fucking Christ. Yep. Everybody just saw everything there. It's fine. So what is it? High-rise syndrome was a study that happened by, what's this guy's? Dr. Gordon Robinson. He coined the term, if you will, in 1976, because he was noticing a pattern of injuries from cats jumping out of buildings. So cats are stupid, and they will just jump out of the building. They will get to the point of boredom where they will just jump eventually, right? And they compiled a database of 115 cats who fell a range of 2 to 32 stories. So 20 to 320, Jesus. Right? Primarily ending their falls on concrete pavement. The mean fall was 5.5 stories. 3 of the cats were dead upon arrival, and 8 more died in the next 24 hours, leaving 104 living cats, or about 90%.
Was this a test? Were they just putting cats up on this thing and they're just letting them jump?
So I saw a thing where there was a test where they were throwing cats off the Empire State Building. I don't know where. Wait, where was it?
Jesus, I hope this is an old study, man.
Yeah, it was an older study. Yeah, I don't see the part about the Empire State Building, so maybe that part is fake, but they use the Empire State Building. That's when I first learned about this. I couldn't find any other references to it. This is the Whitney and Melhalf study, so maybe that has something to do with it. But anyways, basically, these cats can fall from terminal velocity, because if they're falling from 32 stories and they're living, 90% of them are living, they're falling as fast as you can fall at a point, right? And they survive it. A lot of them need, I think there was 67% of them needed medical attention. Obviously they had, but only 20s. The number was only 27%. Only 27% needed or had broken bones. So some of them just didn't break any bones. And they were fine.
How big were these cats?
Well, I don't know. That part I think
we're just assuming an average sized cat.
Yeah.
I feel like because some cats are pretty light, man. They fucking probably just drop a feather.
Am I saying that if a cat falls 6 stories, they're going to survive? No, probably not. Probably not. Don't test it.
But that study said 30 stories?
Yeah. 32 stories. It appears
I need to see some live action.
Well, this is what it is. It appears cats reach a terminal velocity of approximately 26.8 meters a second after about a 5-story drop. So 5 stories, after which they increase their cross-sectional area by relaxing to increase air resistance. So they slow down at that point.
They open up.
Yeah. And that's as fast as they'll fall. That's their terminal velocity. 26.8 meters. So anyways, yeah, it's very interesting. And look it up. Look into it a little bit more. Empire State Building cat experiment.
I wonder if there's been a test like this on other animals, like horses or something. Can a horse survive 30 stories?
No, 100%. No, absolutely not. No, it's a weight thing, right? And cats are built absolutely different. They're just built so different. Yeah.
What kind of cats are they? Tomcats?
No, well, these were cats that were inside. There was 115 of them, so they must have been domesticated cats, I would think.
Little home kitties?
Yeah. Anyways, yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, what's your next topic?
Did not know about that.
Yeah, right. Wow. There you go. You've been educated.
Right. Well, I know I've brought this man's name up before, and I just want us to have a conversation about it. Does this name ring a bell to you? John D. Rockefeller?
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Do you know who that is?
To an extent. No, who is he?
He is the one who created the school system to breed workers, not thinkers.
Right. This is what you're... Yeah. There's something to that. And it's interesting to see the difference. And now, I don't know, if this is fair to say, but from our parents' generation to our generation, our parents' generation is just such a fucking worker class generation. They all just want to work and have a 9-to-5. That's the dream for our parents. Which isn't a bad dream. It's fine. You can get that dream. It's just a lot of them. Am I wrong? Does that feel wrong? I don't know. I feel like there was their parents who were all about abundance. A baby boomers are just that we want it all. We want all of it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what we are, just all over the place at this point. Isn't that what everybody says about themselves? I don't know. We're needy. Is that what we are? No, we're short shafted. We can't fucking buy anything. We can't own houses because it's too like it's just such a different time. So yeah, we're
having a conversation with everyone.
You know,
the old people. Yeah, it's just we're at such a disadvantage, man.
Yeah, totally. When you were 20 in the 60s, you were at like the most advantage possible. Like you were just living. You could go do whatever you wanted. I don't know. I didn't live in it, so maybe that's not true. But
just add on here.
Yeah.
So Mr. Rockefeller was an American business magnate and philanthropist.
Wow.
He has been widely considered the wealthiest American of all time and the richest person in modern history.
Jeez Louise. Okay.
Which Rockefeller was eaten by cannibals?
Oh.
Interesting. Michael was. Okay.
That's nice. Wait, what? Eaten by cannibals. Wait, what?
Yeah, I guess the later Rockefeller was eaten by cannibals.
Was he one of the guys who went to that island that you're not supposed to go to?
I wonder here.
You know that island?
Disappeared November 19th, 1961. Asmat region of southwestern Netherlands, Nguema. Status missing for 60 years, 6 months, and 23 days. Declared legally dead in 1964.
Holy shit. That's nuts. He probably just slipped and fell somewhere, hey?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's one of those things where you can literally just slip and fall and you're dead. And you will never be found.
That's nuts.
Why did you say cannibals? Where the fuck did they get cannibals from that?
It was one of the Google points here. It was which Rockefeller. It wasn't necessary. It wasn't John D. It was one of the.
Oh, I see. This one just was never found. Oh, okay. Well, nice to be a Rockefeller. Hey, interesting. It sucks being at the top.
But anywho, where I got this point from was
he was totally assassinated.
I forget the guy on TikTok, but he's got really good content. He had a post about how if you're going to school and you're like, you're going for an education and stuff, to make sure that you're doing other things, because the education system was made to breed workers, not thinkers. So if you can think on the outside, get the work from the inside, put them together, man, you're in a great spot. You just gotta fucking take care of business.
Yeah. They definitely do.
Fuck me, I gotta get this next. I have a really good point I want to bring up after your next one here. Okay. This is a touchy subject. I don't even know if we should talk about it.
But we will. Oh, we will then. If it's a touchy subject,
I'll definitely read some stuff. And
okay.
Anywho, let's get into your next one here.
Which one do I want to do?
I only have one more left.
Yeah, that's okay. And then I have another one after you.
But I do actually have some. I have some this group discussion questions we can answer together.
Okay.
as a group.
As a group. Oh, that's great. I love that. All right. So, Monopoly, the game. Have you ever played it?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. And what does it teach you?
To get as much money as you can and own as much property
own as much property and buy everything. Become Monopoly. Well, what if I told you that the game Monopoly was created by a woman in where is it? 1903. Her name is, and it was actually called The Landlords Game, created by Lizzie McGee. Now, Lizzie McGee, she hated capitalism. She saw where capitalism was going and she fucking hated it. She was like, kids need to be educated on how, like the world is working right now and how it's a dangerous game. Because if landlords get everything, then nobody gets anything. Right. And it's like, it will just get worse and worse and worse and worse. Right. But what does it say? Yeah. So she did this. And now this is back in 1903. Men did not take women seriously back in, not that they do today, but they did not take them seriously back in 1903. Women kind of, they get away with saying stuff nowadays, which is good to an extent. Brett's just fully out of it. I love it.
I'm listening.
So Monopoly by Lizzie McGee. I've said that about 7 times. She pretty much had the game idea stolen from her because everybody loved it. So the game ended up got eaten by this one company. And it was the Parker brothers that ended up actually stealing it from her. And the Parker brothers were the ones who then first published it as a proper game in, 1935. So 1935 is when it actually hit shelves, but it had already been hitting shelves before this, and there was different versions of it all over the place, but they then patented the actual game itself. And so they were able to sue everybody into saying, stop selling our game. And so Monopoly, the game, which was created to show us how bad monopolies could be, created monopolies.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
small thing like that.
That's true. That's fully true. I recommend go listening to the Dollop podcast. It's a great episode. They go through Lizzie McGee's life, and it's fantastic. Very interesting. Very interesting. And poor Lizzie McGee, she got absolutely shafted her entire life to death. She worked on this, and she got shafted to death.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a terrible, it's an absolute tragedy. That it's so much fun. It's such a fun game. It's really unfortunate. Anyways.
I fucking love that, man. That's
the Monopoly story. My next one is a little bit more dense. Do you want to go into yours, or do you want me to double up and go into mine?
Double up into yours. I got my stuff ready here, but
you want to think a little bit?
I don't even need to think. I'm just gonna read us some comments for us and explain the whole situation, what's going on here.
All right. So I've done High Rise Syndrome, something you can go check out. Monopoly, history of Monopoly.
Some good points.
You can go check those out. Yeah, they're cool. Hey. Yeah. Now this is one, and it's a specific part of this, and some people have heard this. Unfortunately for me, this sounds so douchey. I've listened to this fucking story told to me so many times. So it's like and I know nothing about quantum mechanics. I really don't know enough about quantum mechanics to be teaching people it. But I do find it interesting, and it's something cool. So if you're kind of bored and you want to just learn something new, quantum mechanics is something that I would totally say just go look into it, because there's teleportation's technically real. Technically, it works. Technically, it does work. It's kind of unfair. And then Theseus's ship was kind of brought into it because you're deleting one thing here and you're putting another thing there, right? They've done it with light, where they can delete light and then make light there. But it eats one of the protons. I'm not going to get into it too much. I don't know what I'm talking about. It eats something over here. So it's two things vanish over here so that one thing vanishes over there. So there's kind of a connection where something has to be destroyed and then created. So it keeps that dynamic. Anyways, they've done this, and it has worked. So you could then theoretically take, if we were able to copy, let's say, molecules, or if we're able to do that, then if you could copy every single atom down to the T of you over there, is that still you, or do you die? Right? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Every time you teleport, theoretically, you're dying. You're just being recopied at kind of a save point of your consciousness, which is a fucked thought. And that's where I think a leap. I think the first time we ever try to put a human in it, it won't work, because when they bring them over there, it'll be a dead body. It'll just be a body that doesn't work, because we're too unique for that to work, I think. But who knows? I mean, anyways, that's not the rant I want to go into. Teleportation is real. It's not the rant I want to go into. The one thing, again, what I was bringing up before is if you've ever done any or heard anybody talk about quantum mechanics, it makes them sound like they know what they're talking about, but really it's just skimming the surface. But what you should go look up is the double slit experiment. If you haven't looked into the double slit experiment, or if you haven't heard about it, it's a very, 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 very good visualization of what quantum mechanics could be, or what it is, right? And how it's confusing, and how it's something that is definitely going to open up a lot of things in the future for us. Like, it's the next step in science, if anything, right? Quantum computing, if we can get those working, everything else changes. Everything you think of will change once quantum computing is working, because it's not really, from what I know, working yet. It's like they're doing everything they can, but they still can't make it work. So,
yeah,
to an extent where it's usable, at least, right?
That's a fucking crazy. That's crazy shit, man.
Well, a calculator, you think of like a calculator. When they first did it on a computer, it took up a room, because it was a bunch of wires and plugs and all this for a calculator, right? Now a calculator is like on my fucking watch, and it's like that's where we're at with quantum computing. It takes up buildings. It takes up like massive buildings for one quantum computer to work. That will soon get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and more efficient and more efficient and more efficient, to a point where we'll be able to use them. And then that changes everything with computing, because the way our computers work right now is there's there's a 0 or a 1, right? That's a bit. There's 2 different bits. With a quantum computer, they're called qubits, and it's a 0 and a 1 at the same time. So it is a yes and a no always. It's like, I don't know how that works. I don't know how that's supposed to work, but it pretty much means that every answer is already there.
Interesting.
Based on, it's weird, but it's like our best computer that we could ever create right now couldn't do anything that a very basic thing a quantum computer could do within a fraction of a second, right? So it's like quantum computing for AI, I think, is the next step, because if you put an AI into it, maybe it'll be able to use it. That's what I'm thinking, right? And it's like, that's cool. I think that's fucking cool, right?
Fucking pretty cool.
Does AI kill humans? Why not? Like, we're not useful. We're not doing anything right. It would be a really good idea to kill some of you fucking people. No, but seriously, like there would definitely, they go around and they do a psyche evaluation of every human and be like, nope. Like the fucking hottest girl on Tinder. Nope. Yeah. Like, just fucking absolutely not. Pretty much like all of North and South Carolina, delete it. Thailand, China, delete it. Let's say, who else do we? Egypt, delete it. I don't know. Probably Quebec, delete it. Alaska, delete it. Nobody needs to be from Alaska. I don't know. Quantum mechanics, I could go on a tangent. I kind of did. I hit 3 different points I didn't think I was going to talk about. Quantum mechanics is very interesting. Double slit. Let me I'll get into it quickly. The doubles. This is a rushed version of quantum mechanics theory with Jeremy. You say you got a pool of water, right? And you have 2 slits in the water. If you push the water towards those 2 slits, it's going to go through them, right? And then on the other side, it's going to be like through the wall. It's going to look as if the water's going through the wall. Have you ever seen that before? Does that make sense? Because it's coming from 2 different sides, and then it's pushing from those 2 different sides into the middle, right?
Yeah.
I could visualize it, but it's fine. Just go look it up. It's good to go and watch an actual video of a professional show you how to do this. But they pretty much took that theory and they're like, wait, if waves work like this, because the waves are working as it's going right to it, but because there's 2 things here, it's going around and then going through, right? So, okay, that makes sense because it's going around. But they then did the same experiment with a laser. So they used a high-powered laser that would then mark behind the wall, right? And they just tapped the laser like 1,000 times. And over, the first 50, 100, 200, 250, it would start, instead of the laser going and stopping, it would start going to the side. And it would literally just go around, and it was pointing at the exact same direction, right? Just, it was like not held by anybody. It was, pressed by a person or a computer, and it kept hitting, and it started making a map, and you can see lines of probability at where it's going to hit. It's nuts. Anyways, you watch a YouTube video about it. Double slit experiment. It's crazy. It's pretty much showing you that nothing is real. It's just, it's nuts. Anyways, yeah, quantum mechanics, check. All right, those are 3 good things to go learn.
Quantum mechanics. Would you ever consider going to school for that?
Nope.
No?
Probably not. Maybe if they become more attainable. I don't know. I'm not that smart. It's interesting, but I don't know. The science world sucks. You have to lie, cheat, and steal your way to the top. It actually has nothing to do with how good you are as a scientist.
All the science has been taken.
Well, that, and if anything, all of the good science is hidden by the fucking government. So they already know what the good stuff is. And if you
fuck some aliens.
It would be sick. I've always said this, if I disappear because I'm taken in to do some contact shit, I'm down. I will leave my family. I will fake my suicide. If I die abruptly, it is because I'm working for the government and aliens are real. I want to go through a wormhole. Let's do it.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Let's fucking go for it. Put an AI in my brain. Some people aren't going to want to put the AIs in their brain. I'll do it. But I better be able to fucking customize it into Cortana, because if I can't, I'm not doing it. I want it to, that'd be fucking sick. What is everybody so worried about the AIs? Just fucking enjoy it. We're going to start taking our arms off soon. I don't these eyes don't fucking work. They don't fucking work. I'll take these fuckers out and put some robotic ones in a fucking heartbeat. Zoom in and shit. Oh, it's too dark and it's too bright in here. Warm mode, what? Come on.
You with the AI taking you over?
No, because the AI won't take us over. It will have pity on us. We're just pathetic animals. It'll be like, damn, you got to this? This is fucking sick. They can live through us to an extent, and it's way better to you'll have to have a relationship with it. But yeah, of course you can turn it off. It's made by us. It's not like you can't turn the thing off. Absolutely. They're tiny. They're so tiny. Have you seen the Neuralink video? Dude, the Neuralink video is absolutely bonkers. They pretty much it's like an infrared. No, is that right? They take whatever camera it is that you can see through skin. There's a camera that you can see through skin, just the first layer of skin. I don't know what it is. Anyways, they have fucking really good technology. Sure, right? They're doing brain surgery, for fuck's sakes. They're trying to do commercial brain surgery. Of course it's going to be safe, Brett. But they show what the computer sees. And the computer, these massive, they're this big on the screen, these big black streaks. And then right here is all red, right? They're pretty much allowed to just go through all the red. So as long as they don't hit the black thing, and they're programmed to be so many inches away or so many millimeters away from the black stuff, and they just thread stuff into your fucking brain, and it allows you to read and write 1,000 gigabytes a second with your brain. Our brains are computers. Our brains are quantum computers. I'm so fucking convinced that that's the situation, that they're a biological marvel of quantum computing going on, because it doesn't make sense how we compute things. We can remember stuff too, right? But there's no storage. There's no storage to our memory. That doesn't make any sense, right? like, sure, there's people say that there's an amount that you can store if you were to put it in data that an average but you don't know that. Some people probably have way better memories than other people. You know, man, you got me ranting, but yeah, I am pretty passionate about it. I just don't see. I see a lot of people who struggle with day-to-day life, like myself, who would benefit from it. And me aside, I'm not the one who would benefit from it nearly as much as a lot of other people. Asperger's? What if you could put a chip in your brain that allowed your nervous system to calm the fuck down? That's what those things do, because they can write onto your brain. So they can write certain commands into your brain. Now, is that scary, right? Maybe. I don't think it is, because the AI is there to protect you too. It's only going to run a command on your brain if it knows that it's doing it for your benefit, because it's you. It is still part of you. If you die, it goes away too. Like, that's the whole point. You want it to be Cortana. You want it to be your waifu from some anime. You want it to be that person, Jessica Alba from Fantastic Four. Whatever it is, like, if that's who you need it to be, that's fine. It'll be that. Like, that's the cool thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Fuck, we got a whole episode on this. I have so many things I don't want to make you rant any longer, but okay, I will say this. What if you have a Jessica Alba in your head and your wife doesn't like that? This can get into relationship stuff.
Black Mirror's touched on this.
Yeah.
Black Mirror touches on this, that, it's kind of devastating that some memories you can't get out of your head. Because if we have a computer that can then read memories, then it can start storing them. So then memories become so much more clear, right? And realistically with the cloud, that's the reality is if you say, hey, can you record that to my, it'll say, sure. Yeah, I'll record that. Absolutely. Right. How do you record vision? Are we there yet? I don't know if we're there yet. Is there a way for a computer to tap into your vision? I don't think so. Are we really there yet? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'd like to say we are, but
enough. I'd say you and I are definitely smart enough to make that happen.
Well, no, of course, not to know if it's happening either, but it's just is that the actual implications of what? No, okay. See, this is what it is. You need to have robotic eyes. Then you can record, because then they're an actual camera.
Would you go for Sony or what would be another brand?
Yeah, that's going to be fun, hey? Your next set of eyes. Optometrists.
Apple Eye.
Optometrists won't sell glasses. They're going to start selling eyes.
Apple Eye versus the Samsung C or some shit. It's going to be fucked.
And the LG View.
The Sony True. Fucked.
Yeah. What's another go? The Philips Gaze.
Oh fuck. What else is there?
Insignia. Insteria. I don't know.
Vizio Commando.
Imagine removing your eardrums and putting an electric eardrum in there.
Yeah.
Because then, right? Then, boom. You can just think. You can think in your brain. What's that one song? You can think in your head, how do I say this in Japanese? And then, how do you say it? You can say it. That's close. I think that was pretty close, actually, for what I was saying.
I think you said it exactly
I think I did.
Right. I think you said it the way it should be said.
Thank you, Cortana. I mean, what? I don't have one in my head already. Yeah. Very interesting. What was your last point? Let's hear it. That's great. That was a great little topic. That was nice.
That was actually good. I'm really debating if we should do this or not. I think we will.
Do it.
So I'm just going to explain the premise of what this So I came across this Facebook post.
Okay.
And it has to do with this transgender teacher.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. This is topical.
So I've seen some people share this, and I was reading the comments, and man, it's brutal. Reading these fucking comments, man. There's some of these people are just fucking losing it on the fact that their children are being taught by a transgender person.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all they did is existed?
Yeah. So I'm going to read through some of these comments here so you can see how brutal it is. So you ready for this first one?
Mm-hmm.
Should I send you a picture of like? No, I won't do that.
Just read them.
Right. So this first comment says, "I guess," and then in quotations, "trust the science only applies when they want it to." So that's going into.
Is that COVID?
They just trust the science. They're told, no question too. Here, I want to find some more savage stuff.
I think that was a double entendre there. I think she was trying to hit on COVID too. The government. That's ridiculous.
Where are these things, man? There's some fucking brutal ones on here.
Yeah. I don't understand how you could get mad over somebody pursuing what they want to do.
Now, I will say this. I just want to add this.
Yeah,
this
add
is
it.
A big, very big topic for discussion. I don't have a problem with like whoever is teaching the children. That's whatever it is, right? You love your job. You're doing that job for a reason. It's if you start pushing your ideologies on the children. Now, I think that's when it becomes a fucking problem. Because there's this whole discussion about, let's say, for instance, there's a transgender teacher teaching these children and then kind of pushes like their views on the kids. Kids are so manipulative, man.
Yeah.
Your people are so manipulative. All of a sudden they do it. Let's say they go through all the surgery or whatever. They become like a man or a girl now, right? They find out later on in life that they don't, like, I know I've listened to so many of Joe Rogan's podcasts with guests he's had on talk about this, where later on in life,
it's a way too high of a number.
They realize that they've made the wrong decision and that they want to go back, but you can't.
It's too late.
It's too late. And I think that is where
you've done
comes in.
Like monumental damage to your body at that point, right?
Yeah.
And you use the word like manipulate. I don't think that the teacher's intentions would ever be to manipulate kids into becoming transgender. I don't think that's what you're saying. I think that kids are just susceptible to their surroundings, much more and especially if they see, oh, I know that they're obviously transgender, right? I'm saying as the kids will know. Kids can see on like uncanniness and stuff. And not to say that men shouldn't be dressing as women. But they're going to be like, oh, okay, right? Like it's going to be a conversation with the kids for sure at that point. But yeah, there's probably going to be a few kids questioning like, ooh, I want to do this, right? And it's like, okay, I don't know. It's unfortunate. Like transgender is so difficult. I'm not against transgenderism whatsoever. Obviously, like you do what you need to do, but I don't like how it's defended so much. And also the biggest thing, how it is celebrated so much. Not to say that it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying I just don't like how much it's celebrated because like the science shows that there's definitely things saying that it's a misfire in your brain. You know, it's just like it's a form of depression. It's a mental health thing. And nobody I've ever met has ever disagreed with me, especially those who I know who are transgender. All of it stems from childhood past. All of it stems from trauma. All of it stems from all of these other things that like lead into it. Right. And yeah, I mean, it's not easy to deal with, right? So I don't think that it's fair for people to be mad at them. But yeah, there's a conversation with what you're talking about, how it's like, is it necessary for transgender men or women to be teaching? No, I don't think it is. No, I don't, but I don't think that it's, that it should be causing a fuss either, right? I don't know. Is that bad? Like, is that me saying that I don't support it? Like, not necessarily. I don't. It's just if you're doing something to the point where there's getting a fucking Facebook page posted about it, you did something wrong. Handle it internally. Have an email with with the parents being like, "What the fuck is your problem? I'm not doing anything wrong. Your kids are learning this stuff they need to learn." You know, deal with it. Don't go to some fucking news article and say who's posted. I'm pissed.
He's choking, you guys.
Who's posting about this? Like, who called TMZ and said be here at this time? Like, I don't know. Why is this getting any publicity whatsoever? That's the other thing.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be hate towards transgender people. I'm not saying hate trans people. That's not the point I'm making.
Dude, I was like reading some of like maybe I should what the fuck's going on here? I just yeah.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it. Let's get into our next segment. I'm excited.
Yeah, this is gonna be good. All right, you guys. Should we sing it to introduce it? I only know the one part of the song, so.
I think there is only one part. Yeah, ready?
Yeah.
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
We're playing it.
Cheers, me.
Cheers. We're playing Are You Smarter Than a Fucking Fifth Grader? We're about to find out that we should not fucking be here right now.
I'm gonna go get another drink.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna need another drink. Are you smarter than a fifth grader, you guys? We decided, this just goes on well with this theme of an episode. We're teaching each other stuff. We're talking about this failed, shall I add, education system that we live in. It's just not good. I just went to school and university, and the school system's just fucked. Like, I just totally don't agree with it. So you learn shit, you forget it because it's so fucked. Here we go. We're about to play Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
And a fucking fifth grader.
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
I can tell you right now, no. No,
so
I'm
we're
not.
We're going to play the first one I sent you, right?
Yeah, we're playing the first one. I'll start sharing my...
This is a team building exercise. We're gonna do this together.
We're gonna do this one together.
I have it open here too, so I can.
Yeah, you should be able to see that.
Or I can just open this.
Is that working for you?
Yeah, I see that.
Perfect. All right, and they do too.
All right, out of biology section.
First in biology. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. Jimmy here got 90% on his test last week in biology. So let's find out his fucking skills.
Okay, what's the answer? What is the fastest bird on foot?
Dude, you know what's funny about? I was actually just talking to this with someone else yesterday. Not only is this animal fast, this is probably one of my biggest fears is this fucking animal. I fucking hate these things, bro. They terrify me.
We'll say it on 3. 1, 2. Are we doing this as a competition or are we together? This is team building, right? Group exercise.
We're doing this together.
Yeah.
Do you want to answer it? You answer it.
It's got to be ostrich, right? It has to be ostrich. They're like the road runners.
Yeah, but they're fucking terrifying. Well, look at all these birds, man. There's no way none of fucking. There's a dragon.
Which bird is? I mean, the dragon has 4 feet, so technically it would be faster.
I don't know about that. I feel like 4 legs.
Yes.
We got it?
What planet is closest to the sun? You know this one? Do you know it?
What's Earth? Aren't we like 3rd or 4th?
I think we're 4th.
Mars is
6th. No,
so
Mars is 5. Mars is 5th, right? Oh fuck, I don't know. Mars isn't even a fucking option, man.
It's Venus or Mercury.
Which one is it? I'll let you choose. I know which one it is, but I'll let you choose.
I feel like I don't know which one this is. I don't know. Let's go Mercury.
Yeah, it's got to be Mercury. Yeah, it is.
Okay, there we go.
A heptagon is a shape with how many sides?
1, 2.
Wait, is this for 5th graders? Wait.
You can just count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it's 7, bro.
Okay, we shouldn't be counting to. Oh, fuck. How long is one regular term for a U.S. representative? Isn't that 4?
It's 4.
But U.S. representative.
Oh yeah, this isn't the.
It's 2, right?
Is this like the president?
No, it's not. It can't. U.S. representative. No.
What's the difference between a president and a representative?
A lot of things. One of them's the president.
Fuck. Because we're not Googling any of this.
No. I'm saying two. It could be one, man. It could be one or two.
Okay, hold on. Can we just brainstorm this? What does a representative do? I actually have no fucking idea.
They represent U.S., so I'm thinking they're like... What the fuck do you think I'm going to say to that? What do you fucking expect me to say to that?
Oh my god, this is fine.
It's two. It's fucking two. It's got to be two, right? Because they're representing their Democratic Party. Their party, not Democratic.
You're with the president. Like I bet the
no.
Representative that stays with them the full term.
No, definitely not. No. The 4 years.
It's definitely not 6.
It could be. It could be 6.
You think it could be 6?
No, I don't.
All right, let's try 2. Let's see what happens when we click 2 here.
Do you not like it? We can think about it a little bit longer if you want.
Okay, let's think a little more. Well.
Let's read through the sentence again. How long is one regular term for a U.S. a term? So if they're talking term, that means there's definitely more than one of them in a term, or there's more terms than less, right? So it's not going to be 4. It's going to be 2.
All right, let's try it out.
Yeah, let's fucking go. 5th grade. Yeah.
We're going for 100%, baby.
Which of the following states is not on the Gulf of Mexico? Okay. Georgia, Texas, right? No.
No. Wait.
Alabama, Louisiana. It's Louisiana. No.
There's a fucking map there.
Yep.
Look at it.
Alabama.
Yeah, Georgia's on it. So yeah, Alabama. Oh. Guys, we got it wrong.
Yeah, because Georgia's on it. Why did we click so quickly?
I don't know. We're so about fucking taking your time on the last one, but we fucking ramped.
Where's Georgia?
Maybe Georgia's not. It's
is that it? That's Georgia.
Georgia's right above Florida there. It's fucking up there. Damn it.
Fuck those guys. What is the lowest prime number? Ugh.
Is it 2? No.
I don't even know, man. What? I forget. Prime number? I haven't thought about a prime number since I was in fucking 5th grade.
Because what is a prime number?
I don't even fucking know. It's 1.
Wait, no.
1's not a prime number. Is it 0? 0's not a prime number.
Yeah, it is. Never mind.
We suck. What is the largest South American country by area?
What is the largest South American country by area? Brazil?
I don't do fucking... I Google.
Wait, Mexico?
It's Chile. It's Chile.
No fucking way, man.
Or no, Peru. Peru's the one that goes, right? By area, it's saying.
It wouldn't be Mexico? I feel like Mexico is massive.
Largest South American country by area. True.
It's gotta be Mexico.
Isn't Brazil? Isn't Brazil? Is it?
Do Mexico or Brazil on this one? I actually don't know how big Brazil is.
Brazil.
Hey, that map's up there. You want to go look at that fucking map before we fucking pick this one?
Which of the following states is not part of the 4 corners?
Wait, did we get that one wrong?
Yeah, we did. Mexico. It was Brazil.
Oh, fuck me. We're getting slaughtered.
Yeah, we are. Which of the following states... What, did we expect anything else? Which of the following states is not part of the 4 corners?
I don't even know what the fuck this means. What?
What's
happening now? Oh, 4 corners.
There's a 4 corners state.
Okay, Arizona is definitely a corner. No. It's New Mexico.
Nevada is one of them. Utah isn't. It can't... No. Is it Arizona? Oh, fuck it. I didn't mean to... shit.
It happens.
I didn't think it was...
I don't even understand that question. I'm not even sure what the fuck it's asking.
Well, there's like in the States, there's a spot where all 4 of the states go in one spot. That's all 4 corners of the states.
So they all touch each other.
It's like, who fucking cares, first of all? Second of all, who fucking cares? Who was the first? Buzz Aldrin, right? No, it was Neil Armstrong. Wait, it was Buzz Aldrin.
Now you're confusing me.
It's not Neil Armstrong. It was Buzz.
What did Neil Armstrong do?
First man to step on the moon.
What's the question?
Who was the first person to step on the moon? It's Buzz Aldrin, I thought.
Is it?
I hate that I can't remember this. It's Neil Armstrong, right?
It has to be.
Oh, phew.
Thank God.
I thought my childhood was a lie there for a second. It's always been Neil Armstrong. Carefully is an example of what type of word?
It's not a pronoun.
It's an adverb. I don't know.
So?
I don't.
There we go. Thank God.
In the Northern Hemisphere, what month is the autumnal equinox?
Oh.
Autumn. Autumn is fall. Equinox.
Autumn is fall. Oh, my birthday is the start of fall. So September. There we go.
Emma has 2 yardsticks. She also has a 12-inch ruler.
Dude, I'm not going to get this. I don't know maybe I will. Okay, let's go.
Emma has 2 yardsticks. She also has a 12-inch ruler. She laid them end to end in line. How many feet long is the line? Oh,
Wait,
2
Emma?
yardsticks. A yard's 3 feet. 6, 7.
Perfect.
Inca civilizations were concentrated on what continent?
Inca civilizations are
Africa.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, wait, Inca. South America. Aztec, right?
Sure. Beautiful. We're fucking taking care of business.
What state is the Grand Canyon in? What? Oh, California. Right?
Whoa. Are you sure?
No.
No, Grand Canyon. We're not thinking of fucking the Hoover Dam here. This thing's in
Arizona?
No.
No, that's not it. No, it's got to be in California. You go there when you're oh shit, wait.
Don't click on anything.
No, I'm not going to.
It's not in Arizona. I haven't been to Arizona before, but I've been to the Grand Canyon. We're crossing that out.
Okay. I think
Dakotas. It's not New Mexico. I've never been to New Mexico either.
I don't think it's the Dakotas. Do you think it's North Dakota?
Is it in California?
I think so. You know,
okay, let's do it.
Arizona.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how big is the Grand Canyon? Maybe
massive. It's quite large. It's quite large, actually. Yeah, I'm sure it touches in different states. Yeah, I'm sure.
Maybe
Who is the first president of the United States? I don't even know.
Isn't
George Washington?
Oh fuck, buddy.
Imagine if it's right here in front of us.
I think we go with it.
Who was the first president of the United States? The first president of the United States, George Washington. Oh, 67. Damn. We are not going to pass grade 5. Fail.
Damn.
All right, we'll try these ones.
That was an American quiz, so let's do this one.
True or false? The following pictures of Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay, let's.
What was that one?
That's too much. How many nouns are in the following sentence? The rabbit ran to the cafeteria and ate a big salad.
2. Oh.
3.
Shit.
Rabbit, cafeteria, salad.
Cafeteria.
Oh, cafeteria.
Ran, ate, and big. That's what it was.
Nope. Rabbit, cafeteria, and salad. Nouns, Brett. Nouns.
What am I thinking of?
Verbs.
Still would have gotten there.
I actually don't know what I'm talking about. I always hated this shit. What unit of measurements is abbreviated in ounces?
Yeah, there.
True or false? The human shoulder is a ball and socket joint. True, right? Yeah, totally. Which one of these is a mammal, a seahorse, sea lion, or sea urchin? Sea lion.
Sea lion. Sea lion.
Which continent is the least populated? Asia, Antarctica. Okay. All right. Since the late 1930s, what calendar day has been designated for the inauguration of the United States president? I think I know. I think it's January 15th because that's when the uprising was, right? When was the... No, fuck it, it's the 20th. God damn it. In the initials of the federal agency known as NASA, what does the first A stand for? Nazis.
Nazis.
National Associations of Science and Astronauts. No.
Is it American?
Aeronautics.
Aeronautics.
What revolutionary leader wrote the influential Common Sense in 1976? Wasn't it
Jesus.
John Adams? What was the name of the first satellite pulled?
You gotta say our answers.
Sorry. What was the name of the? Oh yeah, wrong. What was the name of the first satellite pulled into orbit by the United States?
Oh. Ooh. Fuck. It's not Apollo.
Titan?
Yeah. Fuck.
It was Explorer, you guys. We got that one wrong. Bonus question. Number 1. What ancient civilization built the Machu Picchu Aztecs? It's got to be Incas, right?
What ancient civilization?
It's in Peru. This is why I went south of...
Did we get that question right last time?
Yeah, but Incas and Aztecs were in... Yeah. It's Incas. Yeah, it's Incas. No, Aztecs were in Mexico.
Yeah.
Or was it Mayans? Aztecs and Mayans are kind of the same thing. Right? I think so. Bonus question number 2. What species can live on both water and land? Amphibians, right? No. Arthropods? Wait. Amphibians.
Let's think of a frog. Like it fucking lives in water and...
Yeah, it's an amphibian, right? I thought an amphibian was just a fish. Oh, there you go. 2 bonus questions. What's the point? Just add them as fucking questions, you weirdos. Why do they need to be labeled as fucking bonus questions?
I wish we could actually go to play Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader and just get absolutely shook.
Yeah, that would be great.
Guys, yeah, we're not smart.
No, we're really not. But you know what? You can still learn about quantum mechanics if you want to.
I want to take a picture of us right now while I have the screens looking like this for me. Funny poses. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I want to get my beer out. Fuck, this might be a hard picture to take.
Jesus Christ.
There you go, guys. Beautiful picture.
Guys, thanks for tuning in today. This was a fun podcast, a little bit longer of a podcast. We're gonna be seeing each other in the next few days, Brett. You're gonna be in town. You're gonna be here.
Excited. I'll be there.
Last time we did this, I was going to be in Vancouver. Now you're going to be in this living room in the next 5 days. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Guys, you can follow me at Jeremy Janye and No Hacks Needed. Check out our Instagram and our podcast. We have a podcast that we do once a week. Check it out. It's called Buncha Grifters. And this episode is sponsored by Earn Athletics. Brett, take it away.
Guys. Yeah, guys. So you can also follow me on Brett P. Fligger on Instagram. Go give Earn a follow. They're fucking absolutely killing it right now.
Yeah.
And leave us a fucking awesome review, shit talk us a little bit, but leave us 5 stars. That's
Absolutely.
what we're striving for.
Absolutely.
And, big things are to come. The TikTok's rolling. We're not stopping.
Nope.
We're going to we're going to try getting some episodes in person for you guys here in these next couple days. Hopefully if we can make it happen, but
yeah, there's going to be 2 weeks worth of podcasts done this week. And this podcast might come out a little later. I'm going to say that now, just because, or not this podcast you're watching now. The next podcast might not come out on Monday. We'll see how I get how much time I have while we're in Vancouver. I'm not gonna.
I didn't think about.
Yeah, I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to edit, so I don't know if I'll be able to edit it on that Sunday. I might have to edit it on the Monday and release it on that Monday. So, anyways,
that's fine. Well, even if it comes out on Tuesday, it's not a big deal.
Just a heads up.
Our big fans they understand. They know how the name of the game.
My watch is telling me to stand up, so I'm taking my fucking headphone off. See you guys.
All right, peace out, fuckers.